Hi students, in this video we will discuss about the preprocessor directives, that is hash if, hash else, hash elif, hash endif. Here, so the general procedure of writing hash if is, so here hash if some expression will be there. So if that expression is true, that is if this is expression is true, then it will execute that if part. Otherwise, so if it is true, this code will be executed. If true, this code will be executed. Then we need to end with hash and if. Okay. So if that is true, if that expression is true, then only this part of the code will be executed. If that expression is false, that part of the code will not be executed. That is if we have only if part. Now with else, if you want to write hash if some expression, if it is true, this part of the code will be executed if it is true. Then if it is false, then hash else. So this is the code need to be executed if the condition is false. This part of the code will be executed, and at the end we need to close that if part. Hash and if, hash and if. Then similarly we have elif. Whenever we have some multiple conditions, so this is if you have only two, then we can go for this. If you have multiple conditions, then we go for elif. Now we'll see one simple example here with the first with if. With all, I will show you one example. Hash include stdio.h, then hash define n, initially its value is 0. Now inside the main function, then return 1. Now here you can see if hash if n, hash if n equal to 0, that is if n value is 0, that is if it is defined as n equal to 0, then printf. So this is the first printf statement. So n equal to %d slash n comma n. So this part of the code will be executed. Then hash and if. Now save this program. So if demo.c, then compile and run the program. So what is the value? If there is n equal to 0, it displayed onto the screen. Suppose if n value is 1, this part of the code will not be executed. There is no output because it is not matching. That is if. Now what we need to do with else part? So here if, after if that condition is false, then we need to write else part. So if the condition is false, then it goes to the second printf, that is printf. Now I want to show you that this is the second printf, n equal to %d slash n comma n. So this part of the code will be executed. If it is true, this first printf will be executed. If it is false, second printf will be executed. Now what is the value of n? 1. So as n value is 1, so it will execute 1 equal to 0 false. So goes to the else part, 2n equal to 1 will be displayed onto the screen. Save your program, compile and run the program. Goes to the else part as the condition is false. Suppose if the condition is true, now if n value is true, save this program, compile and run the program. N is first printf, it has executed as condition is satisfied. Suppose here if you want to use elif, then what we can do here, elif, again use some condition. What is that? If n equal to 1, so you execute this part, second printf will be executed. Suppose even if the second is false, then I want to go for third printf. Third printf, that is n equal to %d slash n comma n. This part will be executed. Now save this program, compile and run the program. here n is value is 0. Now suppose if n value is 2, what happens? Goes to the n equal to 0, 2 equal to 0 false, 2 equal to 1 false. Then it goes to this part, displays third printf will be displayed onto the screen, as that is n value is 2. Okay, so then finally the if should end with this part. Thank you for watching. That is about the macros or preprocessor directives hash if, hash else, hash elif, hash endif. See you in the next video.